Specials here with your next edition of MSU Club of the Week. This week we have something special, MSU Club of the Week on location. We're here with MSU Salsa Club. This is Will Miller, the president of MSU Salsa Club. He is a senior. Will, what is your favorite events of the year?
We have a couple events here at Salsa. We have our senior day, which happens at the end of the year. We just had our, not Mardi Gras, we just had our St. Patrick's Day potluck, and we have a Halloween event every year, which has to be my favorite because people get to dress up, and people who don't dress up treat it as a masquerade. So I think that's my favorite event of the year.
Do you have any best memories from the club?
When I first started, I started 4 years ago when I was a freshman. I learned about Salsa Club, its participation. And that first year I was doing it, I was just dancing as I normally did, but I got tapped on the shoulder afterwards, and someone asked me to show them a move I did. And that's kind of my favorite because that's when I knew I was getting good, and I knew that I wanted to keep on doing this.
And I know you have a lot of beginners in the club. What would you tell to a prospective member who's thinking about joining?
First thing I need to tell people is it's free. It's absolutely free. We will never ask for dues. That's one of our things here. And second, it is easier than it looks. It's a lot of fun, and really just keep on coming. You meet some cool people. You learn some cool dance moves. And just if you're thinking about going, try it out. What's the worst that could happen?
Will, how would you normally describe your typical meeting?
So the typical meeting, we have 45 minutes of beginner lesson, 45 minutes of intermediate lesson, and then about an hour and a half of open dance, which is where everyone dances with everyone, and there's no structure. We pretty much just play music and let people dance however they want. So that's your average meeting. And then for our special events, we ditch the lessons. We just do 3 solid hours of open dancing, and that's a lot of fun.
And you guys do more than just salsa. You do bachata, merengue.
Oh, yeah. There are many types of Latin dancing, so we focus on salsa, and we call it Salsa Club because people recognize it, but we really have a whole variety of Latin dances we do, especially during open dance. When it gets later in the night, especially, we like to play a lot more bachata, and then our academic advisor, Luis, is very into merengue, and he has actually taught a couple merengue lessons, so we especially incorporate those 2 dances, but we've also tried to do tango, we've tried to do rumba. We've got a lot of different Latin dances that we try and work into this club.
Very cool, Will. So out of all the Latin dances that you know, what is the hardest move?
The hardest was probably learning to dip. It's one of the coolest looking things, but it's kind of hard to learn. You got to learn to trust your partner, kind of fall back, and then the guy has to learn to trust himself, to not drop the girl on the concrete. So I would say dipping.
Can you demonstrate it for us?
Sure. Perfect.
Yeah. So, Will, we ask all our Club of the Weeks, if you had to describe your club in 5 words or less, what would you say?
I would have to say stress-free social dancing. It really is. It's really a relaxed atmosphere, and it's a great way to dance, honestly. So, stress-free social dancing.
Thank you for joining us on this week's MSU Club of the Week with MSU Salsa Club. Thank you, Will.
Thanks for being here.
Check back next Wednesday for your next edition of MSU Club of the Week.